Greetings from Homestead Norano. We're going to make fish emulsion today. And to start with, you use composted manure, some Epsom salts, some fish to make the fish emulsion part of it, and then some Black Strap Molasses. Now I got this from one of the magazines that I read. And I used to make composted tea for my garden, and this is going to be a supercharged way to do it. So you're supposed to add some Epsom salts.
We'll go see Louie in a minute. Stay here and hold my hand. Stay here and hold my hand.
Just about a handful. And then you put in 4 cans of sardines, and you want to get all the oils and everything in there, so it'll help build all those microbes up. And then what you'll do is you'll fill the whole thing with water.
Yeah, we will.
That's honeybee.
Yeah, there's honeybees, huh?
Honeybee all the way.
And then you'll add the Black Strap Molasses, and you only add about a half a cup, maybe even a little less than that. Fill the whole thing with water, put a couple of holes in the top of this bucket, cover the bucket over, and then put a piece of screen over the top of it so you don't get any bugs, and you let the whole thing go for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, whoa. Nope, stay here.
So now I'm going to fill it with water.
No, we're going to stay here. Yeah, we'll go see Louie the lion in a minute.
And after I fill this with water all the way just about to the top, I'll stir the whole thing around real good. Probably add a little bit more of the composted cow manure. And I'm just using a local farmer's brand. The compost that I am making myself isn't ready yet, but when it is, I'll be able to use that instead. So basically, all I'm going to do, stir this around a little bit, put a couple of decent sized holes in this, and then I'll put a piece of screen over the top of that, duct taped around it, so that way it can breathe a little bit. And in 2 weeks, have a really good fish emulsion, and it's going to be able to be used on all my plants and my fruit trees that I just picked up. We'll be doing a video on those after this, on planting some apple trees. And all you have to use is about a half a cup to 5 gallons of water. That's what the magazine says that I'm using. Alright, so this is the top of the fish emulsion bucket. Now I've got screening on here and some holes punched in here, and there's little openings. They're probably half the size of a dime, and there's I think there's like 5 or 6 of them in there, and then I've just duct taped around the whole thing. That way it's got some air to it. Now every day you'll want to come out and mix this, or every other day, and in 2 weeks you should have a really good, rich fish emulsion that costs basically $4.50 for 5 gallons. Now it says that some people like to strain the liquid off and just use the liquid and then put the solids in their own compost. Now what I'm going to end up doing is I'm actually going to pretty much use about 2.5 gallons of this, maybe even all of the solids that are at the bottom, and I'm actually going to put all of that right on my garden so that it will start helping it produce a little bit better. It is the first year we're using our garden in our new homestead, so I'm probably going to try and enrich this as much as possible, our garden spot. So I just figured we'd show you what this looks like. We'll probably do an update video when it's finished, and we'll have this all set. Now the reason I'm putting the screening on here is so that way I don't get any flies and fly larvae in there, because maggots aren't really that fun, and with it being a fish product, you're going to want to have this outdoors in some place that you don't mind it smelling a bit fishy. So this is Homestead and Rental, just giving you another little update. Greetings from NC.